I hear what you're
being
saying,
real,
but where's your views coming from? Your views are coming from your upbringing, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, you lot are a broken generation. You lot have parents' issues because your dads didn't know how to love you lot properly. Because they wasn't emotionally prepared. They wasn't you lot have children outside of wedlock and all of them type of things. You lot got children when you stepped out on your wife. That's your wife now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, my people. Welcome back to another episode of One on One. It's your boy DT, Don't Talk, Just Listen, aka Designated Driver, from the In My Opinion podcast. And today I've got with me none other than CHYNA. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, my guy. You good, yeah?
All right, yes, I'm good, man. Do you know what we're here for today?
I see an empty seat over there, so...
Definitely someone coming in. I'm not sure who that is, but we're going to discuss some dilemmas today, yeah? We get people send them in, and I would like for you guys to dissect it. I'm not sure who we're getting, but I'm pretty sure it's someone that can go one-on-one with you, yeah?
Whoever you get is going to have to go in, so let's do
Jeez.
this.
All right, then. Let's see. Who we got?
All right. Young Chinker.
Hey, hello.
Lovely to meet you.
How you doing?
bro.
You all right, yeah?
All good, thank you.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we got none other than CHYNKZ.
Well,
How you
go
doing,
on.
bro?
All good, do you?
Yeah, there you go. That's it. So I'm going to read out a dilemma, and I'd like for you to dissect it, yeah?
All right, let's do
All
it.
right, cool. My husband and I are in our 30s. We've been married for a year, but we've been together for about 11 years. We've got 2 kids together, both in primary school. I'm a stay-at-home mum whilst he works full-time. He covers all the bills. I do food shop and children needs. My husband lost his job during COVID, and he admitted to me he had previously taken out a loan I didn't know about for personal reasons, and he'd fallen short. So he asked me to borrow him £1,000 for repayment, as business was going well for me. He said he'd pay me back in a year's time once the pandemic was over and he returns to work. Once he did return to work, he booked a family trip to Disneyland, Florida for me and the kids, which we loved. Fast forward, it's been 2 years since I loaned him the money, so I asked for it the other day, and he said he'd pay me back by booking the trip to Disney World, a trip I never asked for.
Wow.
I had plans for that money. We're now not on talking terms, and we're looking for a resolution. So what say you guys?
I hear it. I actually hear her point, I'll be honest. I definitely hear her point because she didn't borrow you Disneyland, she borrowed you money, do you get what I'm saying? And money, Disneyland and money can't do the same thing. However, if you're married for 11 years, what are you talking about? Do you get what I'm saying? 2 years. Firstly, he has a problem because why do you need a whole year to pay back £1,000? That's crazy to me.
I think we have to take it back to where it was. He said during the pandemic.
Pandemic or not.
So obviously pandemic, that was a crazy time. Like a lot of people, livelihoods were ruined, a lot of businesses went under. And yeah, I think a lot of people were very stressed and even that time. So I can imagine, if he said his business was doing well, right? Prior to that.
Yeah, it was working.
Yeah, it was working. So I think if you're married, first of all, you shouldn't be asking for money from women if you're not married. Oh, this is a sticky one.
You know what? It depends what he took out the loan for. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's for personal reasons.
If it's for personal reasons, you should be running back bread. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I hear what you're saying, but if anything, Disney should have been something on top.
So he took out a loan. He's married, but men always, not always, but men, a lot of times men do things for women that they don't realize what we do, right, in order to keep the family afloat. So personal reason probably means that he's done it for the family. Along the lines, that money is getting soaked up by the family. This whole thing where you're married, my money is your money is my money, is what a lot of relationship people prescribe to. He borrowed £1,000. It wasn't the end of the world, but he borrowed £1,000 from him. Should he pay her back? Yes. If he said he was going to pay her back, yeah, he should pay her back. But I think when he became in a better scenario, he wanted to do something for his family.
Yeah, took them to Disney.
Which is worth more than money. He created an experience, and those children are always going to remember that experience. And then for her to kind of turn around and she's still entitled to ask for the money. The trip is worth more than money. She's entitled to ask for the money. But what I think he's gone wrong in this is he's presuming that the trip will replace the money. He should have paid back the money and then he should have taken her on a trip. So yeah, like I just don't think she should be asking a woman for money anyway.
I don't see anything wrong with art. I personally wouldn't, but if you're married, obviously I ain't never been married, do you get what I'm saying? I believe you should be able to ask your wife for money.
Why?
Because it's your wife. When you're getting married, you're becoming one. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'm in a bad place, eventually, even if it doesn't put you in a bad place immediately, if we're husband and wife, eventually that's gonna trickle down onto you. So the whole point is scratch my back, I scratch yours, because that's the only way that we're moving right now.
Listen, I think in a Disney, we're talking about Disney in a Disney world, looking at things like that. Yeah, like the Disney animation world of what it's like in a relationship. Yeah, but I think in real life, women don't want a man that's gonna ask them for money. Women want to provide a man. Women are always talking about I want a man that can provide. Asking your woman for money, even in a way, it's the opposite of being a provider.
Okay, cool, but he's been providing. So if you want a provider, you need to kind of handle what comes with that. Because a provider's not always going to be providing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? There's always going to be a time where the provider gets knocked off of his feet. What do you do then? Because if that's your provider, realistically, you should be able to support your provider until they provide again.
Listen, I saw something when they asked the woman, how long do you give a man? She said, 6 months. She said, I give a man 3 months. In 3 months. And if you don't, listen, what you're saying is cool, but women are not going to stay around for that. They're not. I heard them say, going 50-50 gives me the ick. You do realise women don't want to be going 50-50 with the man. A lot of them, 50-50 equals 50-50 respect.
And shouldn't you get 50-50 respect regardless?
No.
In fact, you should be getting 100%.
Don't cry to your woman. Don't cry to your woman, don't ask money from your woman. Both of these things...
It's mad. We're not talking about your woman. We're not talking about your link from East London that you're linking on a Saturday. Do you get what I'm saying? This is your wife, bruv. Your wife has seen you break down. She's seen you...
I hope your wife has never seen you break down. I hope not.
I don't have a wife.
Man, don't break down to your wife.
Listen, if it's your
please
wife...
don't break down. Do not...
What do you mean, though? If it's your wife, you should be comfortable to break down in front of your wife.
Go ask the man that broke down to the wife. You're going to realise she initiated divorce shortly after that.
Let me ask you a question, yeah? Obviously, it's going to go a bit off topic, but it's related. If you was to, God forbid, touch wood right now, if you was to get into an accident...
Oh my God, yeah? Bro, God, hey,
God forbid, touch wood. Safety, pause, because I was 3 men touching wood.
Pause. No Philly.
But if you was to get into an accident right now and you had... Oh, that's crazy. I ain't involved in that. YouTube, I'm not involved in that.
Let's go.
If you was to get into an accident right now and your wife, obviously she's calm, you're in the accident, you're brought down, you're popped down, would you let your woman bathe you?
Bathe me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Would you let your woman take care of you, cook for you, provide for you? Would you let her? Because you're popped down right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So why can't she see you break down?
No. Okay, so...
What if in them moments you feel... Because obviously I can see that you're a man that's kind of like, cool, I provide for my women, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I like to provide for my women. I just don't think you should expect me to provide for you, yeah? However, if you pride yourself on all of that and you're popped down and you're watching her bathe you, take care of you, put money on the table because you can't even work, you're eventually going to break down what you're going to break down in silence.
That's a different scenario. So that's based upon physically not being able to do something.
Yeah, but I'm focused more on the breaking down element.
No,
if she can see you in all of those vulnerable moments and clean you, wipe your bum when you're taking a poo.
Yeah, still don't cry.
So what?
Yeah,
so she can wipe your bum. She can literally take the feces out your arse, bro.
And I still won't cry.
And you still won't cry in front of her.
Well,
that's mad. How can you not be vulnerable in front of the person you're supposed to spend your whole life with, share your kids with? Like, that's crazy,
I like
bro.
it, but it's because obviously you're younger than me. You don't like you're my young CHYNKZ. But they sold you this dream that you need to be emotionally ready to your women. The women don't want this. They don't want this, my guy. I'm just giving you some advice. You cry to your girl, she's gonna break up with you. Then the new guy she gets with, she's gonna be telling him about, oh, my ex used to cry to me. Oh, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, but I'm not saying cry every single day. When you stub your toe, you're calling your girl and saying, oh, I can't believe.
Okay, so this is what we do,
bro. You should be able to be vulnerable at times, bro.
Women don't want a vulnerable man, bro.
As a human, not even just as a man, you shouldn't be vulnerable at all times. That's silly. I don't believe so. So in them times where you are vulnerable...
I like it. You're Gen Z, they lied to you, but let me tell you something. No, because they tell you to be vulnerable.
I'm not saying that you should be, but you should be able to, don't you think?
Listen, all of this just proves to me, don't ask your money, don't ask no money from your girl, provide for you. The guy should have never asked for money from his woman. He should have gone to one of his man them and they should have helped him. It's not her fault. It's not their fault. You have to understand, women are women. They will tell you, I want you to be emotionally ready, I want you to cry to me, but they do not want this. What they actually want is you to keep strong and to provide. A woman does not want a man that's going to come and start crying, oh my God, I lost my job. She wants someone that's going to go figure out to go get a new job or go build a business and figure it out. But what they will say to you is, no, come and speak to me. The moment you do that, you'll let her know that when a crisis happens, you can't handle it.
What, just because I'm vulnerable in the moment, I can't handle it?
Of course you can't.
I can go and cry in the bathroom right now and come back out here.
No,
You'll
that's
never
what I'm
know I
talking
cried.
about.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying raw. You need to be overly emotional and act out of character, but there's times where your character breaks. And I feel like if that's a person that is your wife, like, as I'm saying, we need to highlight the fact it's your wife, bro. Like, you man's taken serious
Women
vows.
initiate divorce 70 to 80% of the times. All those good wives, 1 point, what do you think they did to those men? What do you think that means? Wife don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing
Exactly,
but the woman that's
but
gonna
we're talking about ideally. This is how you would like your wife to be.
But we don't live in an ideal world,
So
bro.
you're saying-
Ideally,
I understand
I would
that.
like reparations, but in the real world, we still ain't getting them. So, so I'm saying to you, so in an ideal world, I would love it to be an ideal world, but I'm talking about realistically speaking that I don't believe that, you know, a woman really wants a man to be asking for money, and when he does, in actual fact, it makes her feel type of way. If she told any of her friends that my man was, or her friends will make her feel some type of way, women just, and you know what it is? I think, because my parents have had a relationship where, you know, my dad has done a lot for my mum, and then later on in the years, like, it's very, very, very equal in how I see it, Obviously, they do different roles. I just think it becomes dangerous when we start making men believe that women are supposed to do this or rely. Do you understand? If she does it, amazing, okay?
Fair.
I used to prescribe to a knowledge that a woman, an idea that women are supposed to support my dreams and my hustles and my grind. And, you know, if I have a business, my girl's supposed to be there. And if I'm doing, in actual fact, I realize is the complete opposite. She doesn't have to do none of those things.
I agree.
The only thing she has to do is be a wife, be a good woman to me, and I'll do the rest of it.
Okay,
And
cool.
what's the wife? When you say be a wife, what's that? What does that look like?
I think sometimes I don't want to have to ask for the money, bro. Like, if
she just does it, you don't mind.
it's different.
Okay.
Do you get me? Because you're doing something based upon something, a need or something you see me. You know do you know how it feels when someone recognizes you need help and they help you versus asking for the help? Obviously, in this scenario, he had kept some things away, hidden. There's good women out there that want to help men. There's good women out there that do help men, okay? Freely, all right? Tends to be that women tend to help the wrong men and then they get their back up, yeah? But there's good women out there that will help men. And there's, you know, in my personal life, I had good women that have helped me, right? Not saying I haven't given it back, but sometimes it's not the fact that you won't give it back, you just need that initial help at that moment. And I think, I don't want to ask a woman for it, but if you see a man working every day and doing all these things, then yeah, you can help him. But I'm just telling them, the moment you do that, you put yourself in a scenario where I believe she will start to see you less than a man.
I don't believe that. It depends on how you're picking your women. Like, do you get what I'm saying? If she's used to you providing, and you're providing, one slip up.
Done it for 11 years.
What's one slip up? Do you get what I'm saying? 1 year. Come on, let's be real. 11 years man's been providing, you're telling me 1 year. And I do agree with you, you should never expect anything. But the reality of it is, if all three of us was in the same situation, you had a wife, I had a wife, you had a wife, and we was all there for 11 years, we'd like to think for the 11 years that we've been providing, if I slip up 1 year, you're going to come and stand up.
I'm sure all the men that got divorced thought the same thing. I'm sure they did. I'm sure
Cool,
they did.
so, but
Do you get me?
I hear it, but just because there's all of them men that got divorced doesn't mean there's not all of them women that would have done that though. That would have stood up and wouldn't have looked at their man a different way because you've been providing for 11 years. Like, you're not hearing me. Like, 11 years and wife are the two highlighted words here, bro.
I know, but I want you to understand something. Women initiate divorce 70 to 8% of the time. When all those men that are standing in a court and a woman is trying to take it, at some point he stood on one knee. At one point he submitted to that woman and gave her a ring and uplifted that woman. He made a public declaration to all of his friends. He did an engagement party. He held a wedding, right? He announced it, okay? He fully believed this was his way out. Now this woman is in court trying to strip him of everything. You know the suicide rates for men after a breakup, right? Divorce favors women, okay? It all goes that way. So the reason why I'm saying this thing is because I've noticed something on social media particularly, there seems to be a push for men to be very emotionally ready to women and cry and to I don't understand where it's come from. I don't understand when crying and taking money from women has become so important for men. I believe that men do not want wives, they want mothers.
Okay, cool, but
That's what
I hear what you're
being
saying,
real, they
but
don't.
where's your views coming from? Your views are coming from your upbringing, yeah? And from your upbringing, because I don't chill with my age, I chill with actually, in fact, your age and just below. Bro, you lot are a broken generation. You lot have parents' issues because your dads didn't know how to love you lot properly. Because they wasn't emotionally prepared. They wasn't you lot have children outside of wedlock and all of them type of things. You lot got children when you stepped out on your wife. That's your wife now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So just because that's what you're used to and that's what you know, don't get twisted. I'm not saying it's your fault for you thinking that way. It doesn't mean it's right, bro. Because at the end of the day, everything has to change to get better. Sometimes it changes to get worse. I agree.
I think, okay, I like what you said there. So we have 200,000 years of recorded human history as far as we're aware, okay? And out of that 200,000 years, predominantly it was communities and families, right? And they were not just made up of one person, they were made up of two-parent homes, right? And I think we know what it looks like, okay? I think up until recent, when we're trying to change things and we keep trying to find new ways to do old things, is why we're messed up. We have a blueprint. We've chosen, a lot of us have chosen to go against the blueprint, okay? Every day when I say to women, you know, ask for a ring, get mad, I can't believe you told me to ask for a ring. I cannot believe I have women even question the fact that I'm saying to them, before you lay down and give this man your womb, make him wife you, make him tell you that you're, and this has created a problem, right? So then if I do the opposite, but what we seem to have is a lot of women that are doing it the way they want to do it, yeah, right? Out of wedlock, whatever you want, pick whoever you want, but then they pick and it goes wrong. And then what we have is, along with some of our generations that have done it, and I agree with you, a lot of the reasons some man won't like my content is because they've gone and created the broken homes, right? I haven't gone and done that, okay? I've held myself to that regard and I said, right, if I'm not married, like if I had a kid that it was because I'm divorced and me and the wishes, whatever, cool. But I said, right, I'm not gonna go and create a baby mama. But these men have gone and done that. So I do agree with what you're saying, but my point is this. We have to do better as the older generation and start saying, actually, you know what, yes, maybe some of us messed up. Maybe some of us done some of these things, right? So yeah, you could be like, well, how can you talk? Look at some of the man in this and look at, I get it. But if someone doesn't start to say, look, the girls now are baby mamas and they messed up, cool, they messed up. But the next one, there's some girls that aren't baby mamas and that. So I'm saying to you, they haven't gone and done certain things. There's certain mans that haven't gone and created broken homes yet. So we can speak to them and say, look, if a man doesn't claim you, chances are, as an older man, I can tell you he's not going to be around for a long time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Right. What I want to say, let's bring it back to this.
Cool.
Yeah. Clearly, what the husband is thinking here is like, the holiday I've taken you on, like, I think he's equating everything is done.
Yeah.
I've carried the family all these years.
Yeah.
I've got back my work now.
Yeah.
And I've taken you lot on a big holiday. I mean, that Disneyland trip with family, 2 kids is not cheap. I don't know if you lot done it before.
No. But I know,
it will set you back.
Yeah.
So he's thinking, yo, if I've done all of these things, like, cut me a slack, like as a grand. So I mean, so where do you lot sit on that?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
cool. I agree that as much as it's
Because I feel like that's how he's looking at it.
Yeah, and I hear it. I understand why you're looking at it like that. Because anybody's going to look at it like that. As I said, you've been providing for 11 years. You slipped up one time. It's a grand. You get what I'm saying? Like, we move, we live. I've probably spent 50 grand without even you, on you.
On you,
Not
yeah,
even on
yeah.
our kids, on you. Taking you out on dates, trying to get you to even be my wife. So it's a grand. However, I do agree with China's point as the reality of it is that you can't control that other person's actions. So as much as it would be nice, you shouldn't expect it. Because as I said, money and Disneyland is 2 different things.
But at the same time, I'm thinking at this point that, no, it's like, even though I still don't, I expect him he should have paid the money, yeah, I still don't like how she's doing him.
Yeah, facts.
Like, as much as I'm saying I just don't like how she's doing him, I don't like the fact that, as much as I'm saying that, yo, bro, you should have paid her the money, and you should have thought before I did all of this luxurious stuff and Disneyland, you should have paid it. But how how am I gonna do all of this stuff? And you're thinking about the £1,000.
Okay, cool.
Like, it's mad. No, think about it.
I don't like. Wait. I don't like how she's doing him. However, why is she doing him like that? Because as she says, she has plans for the money.
11 years though, bro.
But she has plans for the money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter because that 11 years, cool, I understand that. As much as I'm saying, raw, it'll be nice. The reality of it is, she could have that grand and she wanted to flip that grand. And maybe it was for something for you. Maybe that grand was something to go towards the kids and she wants the grand back because Disneyland was nice, but the grand isn't gonna stack up. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I just don't.
I hear what you're saying. I don't like how she's doing him, but
I just
the
think
reality
this
of it is.
right? And I want men to listen to this. Men have to understand that no matter what we do, it's not enough. Because at this point, she's still thinking about the £1,000 because when a man, all right, I don't care how much a woman earns. I'll be honest with you. I don't give a damn how much. I don't care if you earn. I don't care. The reason I don't care what a woman earns is because unless they're gonna spend it on me, what does it matter? One of the things is when a woman meets a man, from the moment she meets you, she's direct beneficiary of your money. The moment you meet a girl and you take her out, you're spending money on her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So women don't spend.
But wait, quickly before you go on, because I can tell it's going to be a bit of a long one.
Yeah, we do need to wrap up, but yeah, we're gone.
Just what you said there, as soon as we start, I'm the one that's spending money as the man. But if she had a high paying job, maybe she's used to a different type of life. Maybe she's used to that 50-50, because I'm pretty sure, as you were saying, some people do go 50-50.
Even at the lowest paying job, what I'm trying to say is, the moment you meet a woman, you start spending money on her, right? Yeah, cool. It doesn't matter how much a woman earns because women only ever spend money on men that they truly care about, yeah? And when a man spends on money or gives you, he's like, you're not gonna ask for it back, but she's asking for it back. Even though 11 years and kids, she's still moving like she's single. What she need £1,000 for?
Why is she asking for it back? Because in the beginning, he said, I'll give it back. Yeah. So don't make promises you can't keep.
Facts.
I think on that note, yeah, we're gonna end it right there, guys.
We got to talk outside.
No.
This one here.
No, but the man them can't be. No, because you have to tell the man them don't be asking them for no money.
No, but I think I like the note you've ended on is brilliant. Yeah, you're supposed to build a future together. I don't think anyone should be borrowing anyone money. You guys made some very good points. For me personally, I think I really like the point you made in terms of like, you should just do it, innit? Do you know what I'm talking about? When I've been riding for the family for so long, you should just like, you know, we shouldn't have to talk about it. And there shouldn't be no word like borrowing.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing. There shouldn't be no borrowing here. Like we're one, innit? Like you said, you made that point, we're one. There should be nothing like borrowing. We're supposed to have each other's back. Even you made a point about in terms of maybe she needed the money for something which you mentioned. True. Guess what? Come to me and ask me, babe, I need £1,000. Don't even come at the angle that where's my money back. Just tell me that, yo, I need £1,000
then you got it back.
to do this. And then she would have just like removed. And I feel like the way she's coming at it is what's made him feel a type of way.
And that's kind of what I'm like. So, I agree with that. Yeah.
So, but then either way, guys, great conversation. What do you guys think? I want you guys to obviously comment and let us know what you think. Until next time, peace.
Yeah.